Hey, what's happening, everybody? Are you digging this? That's right. I'm doing this. We got so many cameras down here. I'm doing my first broadcast at 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 3:25 in the afternoon here in Jersey time because the guest that I want to have on my show decided to bring a guest that he wants to have on my show as well. And we can't wait till 8 o'clock tonight because he has very important things to do, like a live performance. So there's Brandon Bruno. There's Gary Pastori already. Look how fast people are going to write into this show. Egg the shit out of everybody. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3:25 in the afternoon. You are watching Mike Marino live from my mother's basement. Thank you, everybody, last night for watching the show as we're eating on the show again. I was going to say how we ate on the show last night and had so much fun because the show was catered by Florence Ravioli right here on Park Avenue in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Thank you so much, Laurel Turchin, for bringing in some of the most incredible food and having us eat it while we were on the show. And thank you, Markland from Scotch Plains, for helping us down here as well, and all the cast that we had on the show, especially our friend Andrew Edelman from Bada Bean Coffee. Oh, Bada Bean. Right away, everybody got to say like Bada Bean. You can't say Bada Bean without going, oh, Bada Bean. So we're having leftovers for today's show. And right now I have one of my dear friends in the entertainment field on the show who brought, let's say, his co-star or a person who's doing an appearance in his show off Broadway called I'm Not a Comedian, I'm Lenny Bruce. And I hope there's a lot of comedians that are going to watch today's broadcast because you're going to get a little bit of a lesson if you don't already know about the legend himself, Lenny Bruce, from back in the day, who was one of the first comedians not only to do swear and dirty words on television, but in the clubs, but got thrown in jail for it. So we are here with the legend himself, actor, comedian, entertainer, Ronnie Marmo. Say hello to everybody, buddy.
Thank you, Michael. Hey, everybody. Oh, I'm so hungry. I don't even have a knife. Oh, you got Pearls has a knife. I gotta eat it like an hour.
Ronnie was nice enough to come from the Today Show in New York City, where he did the Today Show, to come all the way to my show because he's on his way down to the Jersey Shore to hang around with one of his friends who happens to be the legendary guitarist in the E Street Band and many other different shows that he does. And his name is Miami Steve Van Zandt. Of course, he's from The Sopranos as well. He's performing tonight down at the Paramount Theater in Asbury Park, which is a place that we love to perform at from time to time, and so on and so forth. So,
and his wife, Maureen Van Zandt, is a gem, one of the great people. So.
Hi, Maureen Van Zandt. I hope you're watching the show. Hope you guys come to my show. We're going to talk about that later. But before we get deep into the conversation about what's going on in Ronnie Marmo's life and career and what we're doing in the next week or so, why don't you introduce us to your fellow entertainer that's in your show on your left side?
I'm going to pretend I'm hosting this. Okay, welcome to the show, everybody.
Nice and loud.
Oh. All right, so this woman, so let me set this up.
Set it up.
If you have seen my show, you know that it's a one-man show. And I was about, well, let's just say next Friday is my 200th performance, which I can't wait to talk about that. But a couple of months ago, I had an idea when we transitioned to the Box, this incredible venue on Christie Street downtown. And my idea was Lenny Bruce was married to the beautiful Honey Harlow, who was a burlesque dancer, an authentic, amazing, incredible lady. And so I thought, well, if I could find a redhead in New York City with no tattoos, who was an authentic burlesque dancer, someone who loves burlesque and the whole art form and all that. If I could find the right woman, I'm going to include her in my show. I always wanted to do an opening act. It's like a 10-minute. I always had this idea and then have her make an appearance in the show at one point. Well, I found her. Oh! So I literally thought I was going to do a big casting call. It was going to be a whole thing. A few different people suggested this woman. We got on the phone and in 5 minutes from LA. I was in LA. I said, you got the job. And it's the incredible, talented, beautiful Pearls Daly.
Hello, Pearls Daly.
Hi.
Oh my God, lean in a little bit there, Pearl. Can you see yourself? That's Pearl right over there. She's having some pasta. She's having some food from Florence Ravioli. They're eating like gavones. We discussed what a gavone is. That's a person that doesn't wait for the other people. They just eat and say, you know what, screw it, I'm hungry, I'm doing it. And she's not even Italian.
No, she's eating like she's got 3 Kool-Aids, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, well, look at this. She's leading us into the sponsor. How do I love this young lady? Yes, we have cheese. We have Lucatelli cheese. It's just a cheese. Because when you're going to have cheese, you want Lucatelli.
There's so much cheese in this place that I'm lactose intolerant, and just the idea that I see it, I'm injured. I'm like,
oh, this is fantastic. Thank you so much for coming in. Pearls Daily. Is that your real name or is that a stage name?
I know her real name. I'll tell you guys later.
Secrets on the live show from my mother's basement.
When she goes to the bathroom, I'll tell you guys.
Well, I hope she got to go to the bathroom soon. All right, well, listen.
You're a sicko, man. Like, that's sick.
Live from my mother's basement. First of all, let's acknowledge some of our friends that are watching and listening to the show. Don't forget, folks, we're not just a visual show. You can hear us on ddvradio.com every Thursday night at 8 o'clock, and also our favorite listening show, Italian American Radio, out of New York City, and also iTunes, iCloud, SoundCloud, lots of clouds. Are you in the cloud? What kind of cloud do you smoke? Thank you very much. We don't even know what the hell we're on. And we're also on Ronnie Mo's Facebook page. You got a lot of friends writing into your page, which is really, really cool.
Hi, guys. Yeah, I just moved the water bottle. You want me to move the water bottle? I'm getting yelled at by everybody in my life. Move the water bottle!
Yes.
Get screamed at all the time.
Get out of the house. And look, Tommy Calavito is saying, hi, Ronnie.
Tommy!
So, Tommy, how are you? Mr. Direct, Just Real, Cliff Yates, Helen Tenuta. Thank you so much, everybody, for writing into the show. And everybody here on Instagram, the comments are coming in just a little too fast, but we know that you're writing in. We love you. We miss you. And this is the legend himself, Ronnie Marmo. We're going to talk to him all about the show and Pearls Daily, who is now in love with Lucatelli cheese. Echo Roma, look, she knows how to do that product shot. You know what? Who doesn't love the cheese now? Can you cut some cheese?
I sure can.
Oh, I think I just found a new co-host. Ronnie, you can leave now.
Listen, I gotta go.
Ronnie Marmo, Jersey born and raised. He's a fellow entertainer in the acting world. Does a lot of TV shows. Does a lot of film work, and right now he's in the critically acclaimed off-Broadway play, I Am Not a Comedian, I'm Lenny Bruce. Now, us stand-up...
Directed by who?
Directed by Joe Mantegna, who is a legend himself, and Joe, of course, is right now starring on Criminal Minds, and he's been in a lot of major movies. He produces, he directs, and he's a great all-around guy, and he's a mutual friend of the two of us. And I guess eventually we're all going to be working together again somehow, some way, because isn't it great in the world of entertainment that we actually do a lot of work, we do a lot of shows, but you get to the point of your career with the people that you want to work with, you can't because they're all doing projects someplace else.
No, like Michael's doing this wonderful gig. Where are you, Count Basie?
Count Basie, May 25.
May 25. So he says, all right, I want you to come. So they look at my schedule and I'm on stage too. So I said, well, if there's any time to miss it, isn't it a gift that we're all working?
It's a great thing, yeah, because we all would like to work together, and we all like to share our shows with each other, but when you're all working on the same nights in different places of the world, it's difficult to do, but eventually we do. So right now, why don't you tell us about the play and how you became involved and wanting to be Lenny Bruce? I'm talking to you.
Well, you never know, because Pearls is here. As soon as she walked in,
talking to the other guy.
as soon as she walked in, I disappeared. Mike goes, Ronnie?
You're here to bring the pizza, right?
Yeah,
Is that the pizza guy?
It's really. About 12 years ago, I fell in love with Lenny Bruce through another play, which you saw. It was called Lenny's Back and Buoyancy Fits. And it was a good play, and I had a great time doing it. But we didn't do the bits, we didn't do the material. And so after a couple of months of doing that, I fell in love with Lenny after all my research. And so I set off to write my own, which I did, and it took me about 5 years, presented it to Joe Mantegna every year for about 5 years. And finally said, Joe, come on, we got to do it. And
it took you 5 years for him to say, all right, I'll direct it?
Well, every year he just kind of come back when it's ready, that kind of thing. And so finally I kind of cornered him. I said, Joe, we got to do it. This was in early 2017. Next week, I think, is my 2-year mark when I opened in Los Angeles. So I've been running for 2 years. And next Friday will be my 200th performance. Anyway, I fell in love with Lenny. And he's the best. You know, there's so much about him, and it turns out the country really needs to hear his voice right now in this climate war in many ways. Free speech is under attack, and oh, that's great. Oh, look at that. Your timing is impeccable. Thank you, Lisa Regina. I'm talking about you. By the way, Lisa Regina, I don't know if you saw the one-man show, but I was in it. Just saying. You know, it's funny. I actually got reviewed by a really big publication, and they didn't mention me. Oh, you didn't know about that? How could you see the show and not mention the only guy on stage?
That is hilarious.
The woman,
is that real?
Yeah, the woman. I don't want to say who it was because I don't want to give them any credit. The woman actually reviewed Lenny Bruce instead of me. You understand? She reviewed the guy 50 years ago. I'm like 60 years ago. I go, why don't you review the play you just saw, lady? Anyway.
She reviewed what he did?
Yeah, she doesn't like him, clearly. She had a big problem with Lenny because you can't see the play and not mention me. What are you going to mention? The mic stand? The two chairs and the toilet bowl? Like, what are you going to do?
The toilet bowl. The clothes on the floor look fantastic.
Anyway, bitter much? No, I'm over it. But anyway, so it's been a beautiful blessing. It's one of those things like I was excited to do, but I didn't know it was going to turn into this. Just kind of keep giving, you know? And I'm riding it, so.
So folks who are watching on this channel, because he's getting a lot of his friends writing in on his channel, and this one over here, and of course where we're going to post it when we're done. Lenny Bruce was a legendary comedian in the late 50s, early 60s, correct?
Yes, he passed away in 66 of an overdose, but he really made his, it was a short career really, but late 50s, early 60s.
And Lenny Bruce was one of the first comedians to start coming out on stage saying dirty words or what was found to be offensive at that time.
They called it obscene.
Obscene. Today they would call it YouTube worthy. But the guy got thrown in jail time and time again because he was always warned not to do it. And they would actually have police officers go in the rooms where he was performing and threaten that they would arrest him if he did, and naturally he did. Now, we don't really know, did he really do it because he wanted to get arrested and he wanted the fame, or he really believed in what he was doing?
I can answer that.
Okay, great.
Because I'm the authority on Lenny Bruce at this point. He believed in what he was doing, and he would have rather just been able to do what he did, but he believed so much that he died so we could, he was essentially sacrificed so we could do what we want. So every comedian from Carlin Pryor on down to Mike Marino could do and say what they want on stage. He really led the way for that.
Which was great then, and then of course in the 80s and the 90s, whatever we want, and now because of the way things are on television and in the news, a guy like myself has to be really careful what he says on stage, because you could kill your career by saying something maybe I shouldn't have said. Yeah, well, so I dance around all of that stuff.
That's where we are. I mean, guys like Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Which one of the cleaner comics, you know. But Bill Maher said about Lenny Bruce that, you know, one generation plants the tree and the next generation gets the shade, you know. And Lenny planted the tree for the comics, and you're getting the shade.
Yes, we're in the shade right now, and then the summer's on its way, and we're going to trim that tree. Once we trim that tree, we're all going to be in the sun, and then we're fucked. So anyway,
Pearls is here, but all she does is eat like she's going to the electric chair.
One of the funniest things that we're doing today, if you people are watching, two Italian guys are having a conversation, and Pearl, the Irish girl, is eating like she's going to the electric chair, and she keeps on. She'll do anything to go home with a cup of Lucatelli cheese. That's hilarious.
She already put 2 cheeses in her pocketbook. On the way out, you need the Fresca.
You know what? If she's stealing the cheese, I love her. When you come to an Italian guy's house and you take something, I can appreciate that. I don't even know why we're on the show. We should just give it a camera and we can go upstairs. All right. Please do. Just hold the cheese.
Let me acknowledge people are writing in saying such nice stuff on mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
I appreciate that. You know, Lisa, thank you for the nice things about transforming as Lenny. And what's special about our show is if you've seen it, that's great. If you haven't seen it with Pearls yet, it's a whole nother thing. She's also a little insane. You probably are getting that as well. Very unpredictable as a woman. Yeah.
She's unpredictable as a woman, or as a woman just unpredictable? I don't think we can even say that and get away with it. You're going to shut down the show.
There goes my career. Thank you, Michael. I didn't say it. He did.
I want to get back to the show, to the going to see Lenny, but somebody just wrote you a paragraph. Like we have nothing to do, Marianne.
Marianne's
No, I
my
need
cousin.
to check
Now
out
I
the
need to
show
check out the
with
show.
Pearls.
Yes.
Yes.
It's really, really cool. It's such an added, beautiful element. And honestly, it's really, by the way, the show right now, we're running through June 1st. And I honestly don't know if we're going to go past that. My schedule's getting crazy. So right now, if you really want to see it, you have 4 weekends left, Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. and Saturday at 3. So that's it. So 12 performances left. You have to go to lennybruceonstage.com and come, please, come see what's going on.
Tell us all that stuff again, because this is East Coast information. The show is taking place in New York City. A lot of people watch the show right now from around the world. In fact, you just got some fan mail from Sicily. So say hello in Italian.
Oh, ciao.
Hey, ciao, ciao. Hey, hey.
Oh,
That's for our Italian friends. No, that's nice. I would say Italian. That's Iliano Maurizio from Italy. So I'm actually going to be going out there performing, and I'm going to be doing a show with him, which is really, really cool.
I'm going out there this summer.
Oh, yeah? Nobody asked me if I wanted to go.
I'm taking my daughter, me and her alone.
Well, I'll come with Pearls. She got the cheese.
Pearls, add something to the comments. She's so smart. She looks like a hat rack. She's actually a very smart woman. Give me the cheese.
She looks like a hat rack.
She's just a hat rack. Like, we look like two doodles.
No, she's fantastic. Don't worry. We're going to talk
she's
to her.
smart.
So,
She's very smart.
tell us one more time where we could see the show that now you have Pearls added to the show.
About it, Pearl.
We're playing at the Box, which is on Christie Street, and it's known for performance art and burlesque and things like that. It really, really fits the vibe of like a 1960s club. I'm doing a full 10-minute piece at the top of the show, which is more like how they did burlesque back in the day. You have like a full act, and there's an immersive quality to it too. So Marianne, I know you want to come see the show. I saw her right over here. So if you come see the show, there's a very good chance that I may be right in your face.
But she's my crazy cousin. She'll take her top off too with you. She's out of her mind.
Yes, oh, that'll be fun. See, that's the
Right,
fun thing.
cuz?
That's the fun thing about burlesque. You never know what's gonna happen.
Michael has it. Michael's seen the show a few times. He's yet to see it at the Box. He's going to come see it. But I showed him a little taste on video today of what Pearls does, and he almost threw up. And I had to call he had to do CPR.
Well, she was showing. We saw what she does on stage. She does the burlesque thing, and then she spins around. And when she spins around, the dress goes up, and then you get to see the underwear. It's very nice. I'm not a creep. She's the one with the underwear. I got I have underwear that says "Get the Bat on the Ass." If you wear that, and then you put Lucatelli cheese in the front, oh, that's great advertising. Yeah.
She's funny. She does certain acts. Look, Marianne says gravity's taking its toll on me. Don't worry. I think she's talking about her boo-boo. Right, cuz?
That's mean.
This is getting weird.
Yeah. No, this is good.
Let's get back to eating.
It's not.
There's some water.
So you could see the show
Yeah.
that now Pearls Daily has been added to the show. So now I'm going to have to go see it again. I've seen it 4 times, twice in New York and twice in California. In California, it's in walking distance from where I live, which is wonderful. In New York City, it's also great to go out in New York and see it. I saw it at the Cutting Room with some of our fellow entertainers. We all thought it was absolutely fantastic. And we saw him do a great rendition of the late, great Lenny Bruce. And we loved it. So now he has an addition to the show in Pearls Daily, which is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to go see the show again, I guess, in the Village. And then I guess I'm going to see it again because after you have Pearls Daily, you got to have a comedian named Mike Marino to open the show.
Well, wait, that's on my mind, actually. I'm the guy who announces in the burlesque world. Yeah, we'll let you do it. We'll let you do it.
I could be like the opener act of the Open.
Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we like rotate great comics to do that. It'd be cool.
That would be cool. That would be
Right?
really cool.
So I didn't even do a show. I'm being rotated out.
See how quick
See how fast. That's show business.
For about 12 seconds.
They thought about it, and then they said, you know what, let's just get somebody else. Why don't we get somebody to do the life of Mike Marino?
Do you know that?
I'm not even dead.
You know that happened to me one time? I swear, they called my old agent and said, we're looking for like Ronnie Marmo type. They go, we got Ronnie Marmo. He said, it's not right for the plot.
That's hilarious.
Are you serious?
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
And you know what though? That's all sad too, because I had that happen to me.
He's not ready for the pot. I go totally.
I had that happen to me in the breakdown. I read it myself. We are looking for a Mike Marino type. I'm like, did I die?
Oh my God.
I'm around. Call me. I could play me. Maybe they wanted me when I was younger. Because if they wanted me when I'm older, I don't know if I make it. That's hilarious. Nobody laughed at that.
On the way home, it's gonna hit me hard.
Look at this. This guy wants to see me with feathers.
Oh, Mike. Oh, yes, Dennis Baldi. You know who he is?
No, who is he?
He's one of our biggest angels. He helped bring the show to New York. Without Dennis Baldi, we're not New York.
Hi, Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
We love you, pal.
Dennis,
Thank you.
go to my YouTube channel. I wear the feathers. I transition
I'm
from.
actually going to help Mike.
You know what's really funny? That the hair I have for my wig is the same color as your hair.
Really?
Yes, we could play sisters. We could. All right.
In the back and the cheese right on the front.
Get whacked.
Maybe I'll direct the scene because I don't want to be in it.
Yes. All right. Well, this is fantastic. So one more time, Ronnie, where we can go see the show with you and the new edition, Dale's. Dale's. Pearls Daily.
Dale's, really?
Pearls.
Yeah, I like
I keep thinking of pearls.
Dennis Baldi says he loves you guys.
Love you too, Dennis. And right now,
Yes.
He's the best. You and Dennis would be lifelong friends.
well, Dennis, maybe you should come and see me live at the. Where is he? What's
He's in Vegas now.
He's in Vegas.
He's in protection.
Oh,
Well, not really.
you mean he's in Arizona?
Yeah, exactly. You come to the box on Christie Street Friday and Saturday at 8, Saturday at 3. I do 2 on Saturday. Guess what? Next weekend, guys, the great Kitty Bruce, Lenny's daughter, will be in the house for both shows. Did you know she's coming?
No,
Kitty Bruce is coming next
I'm
week.
excited. Hi,
Yeah.
Kitty.
Kitty's coming next weekend. You have 12 more times to see it. I really don't know. I know we've extended over 2 years because this started as a 6-week run 2 years ago. But I really do think it might be dwindling down here because of schedule. So don't assume it's going to happen beyond these 12 performances. Friday and Saturday 8, Saturday at 3, LennyBruceOnStage.com. Please come see it and have this experience with us. And, you know, what can I tell you?
And you never know who's going to show up in the audience and jump up on stage and do an extra opening act.
Matt Richter is talking. He's our lighting designer. He flew in from LA twice to light the show in both venues. Did you notice that the lighting is incredible? Matt Richter.
Yes.
Matt, what can I say?
Oh, let's give it up.
Oh,
Am I
Matt.
doing it right?
Oh.
Don't sound like you. Oh, it's from like an A.
You know what? There's a lot of ways to do that. If you don't know, if you don't do it right, it could be misconstrued.
Construed.
Yeah, it could be very misconstrued. Like we go, oh, we know something's wrong. We go, oh, we think something's great. We go, oh, we heard our toe. But if you're over there going, oh, we think God knows what's going on.
Yeah, but if you go, oh, that's just like that's like a whole like.
That's like all of it in one.
That's like that's a monologue. That's a monologue. You do a whole monologue. Oh, that's a monologue.
An Italian monologue. Oh, 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 oh. And that's it.
You're the best lady in the world. Let me talk. You're not gonna. I'm your agent. Look, Dennis gave us an O. Oh!
If he's a lighting technician, he's watching this show right now going, there's light popping off everybody's head.
He's probably thinking how bad. Just look right here. This bad lighting.
This is some of the worst lighting ever, but I do this on purpose because I'm not bald. I'm the lights
He wants.
screwing it up.
I
The light screwed it up.
Matt is Matt.
Mike.
One of my dear friends in the world, Matt. I find it interesting that my pal Mike is lit so handsome, and then we look like horrible over here.
What are you
Just like,
talking about?
Look how he does it.
Because I'm in the
He does this
front.
shit on purpose.
No, this one. Look how nice we're over here. See, look how
Oh, yeah,
gorgeous.
much better.
Look.
Look.
Look at you guys.
I'm lactose intolerant. I gotta tell you.
Don't say that. That's a sponsor.
You know.
He loves cheese.
I love cheese so much that even though I'm lactose intolerant,
I hate it.
That's how much I love it.
There you
I'm
go.
willing to have pain.
That's somebody who's dedicated to their sponsorship.
Is this conversation interesting at all? Because I don't think we're doing anything.
No, this is the best conversation I've had all day.
You've been alone all day, Mom.
Yeah, I know.
And that's why she's in my life. You see the laugh? She thinks I'm funny still.
It's unlifable.
I got 4 jokes.
That is
every
the
second of
fakest
them.
laugh I've ever heard. You fake the whole thing.
Listen, girls, you got the job. You don't have to.
One of the greatest actors, also, Mr. Ronnie Marmo. I was fortunate enough to be a small role in a movie called Pizza with Bullets. We shot this movie quite some time ago, starring Talia Shire, of course, Rocky, and The Godfather, Talia Shire, all right, Talia Shire, and also Vinnie Pastore. And it was the first time I met Big Pussy Vinnie Pastore from The Sopranos on set of Pizza with Bullets, and eventually he and I were lucky enough to go do some live shows together. And it was the first time that Ronnie Mo and I actually worked together on a movie, and it was great. You could see that movie somewhere.
My parents, Vinny and Tony, it was a big thrill. And I played Johnny Casanova, and you were Father
Alonzo.
Father Alonzo. It was really a fun film. I hope you guys can see it.
Yeah.
We did well with that film. And then we did, Michael wrote a beautiful pilot. Can we talk about that?
Yes.
Very funny, called Reconstructing Jersey. And again, she laughs. It's good to have her around.
Yeah,
my self-esteem.
The title's so funny, Reconstructing Jersey.
Correct. So he wrote it. I played one of his best pals on the show. It was very funny, and I can't wait to see where we go.
We're not done yet. We're going to get that sucker out there. We're also working on a TV show called Make America Italian Again. That's the biggest calzone in the history of calzone. He broke the fourth wall with a big piece of cheesecake roll.
Tell me
spinach, cheese, and love is in that thing. Yeah. So now we know where we can find Ronnie Marmo's off-Broadway play. You know where you can find Ronnie Marmo so you can watch him do some other stuff. And then what's happening on May 20? No. May 20th, we go to
we're going to
Miami.
Yeah, we're going to Miami. We're shooting up a pilot.
TV pilot.
Can I say the name?
Yeah.
Silent Partners.
Silent Partners.
We're shooting this in Miami. These three people right here are in this pilot. All three. And then we have some other great actors. Gary Pastore, who brought us to the project.
Gary Pastore, don't forget. Joe D'Onofrio. A lot of movies, Joe.
Joey Bananas. Joseph. I'm coming down on my sugar. Now I'm like crashing. I think I got a problem. Who else is in the project between the people I just said?
Ciro.
Yeah. I think he goes by Chiro, but you call him Ciro. Yeah.
Ciro. I'm not calling him anything wrong. This guy will kill us. We're doing a pilot that's loosely based on the mob, and it's going to be great. We can't talk about it too much right now because we don't know. We don't know nothing.
We might actually be walking.
Imagine that. We're going to make a movie, but we don't come back. How was the movie? Oh, the show was fantastic, but we're dead.
Yeah. You know what's interesting is he said I'm playing a Donnie Brasco kind of character. So that's scary that he just like laid it out for me. Maybe I'll actually.
Well, I asked him too. I said, "Am I playing a character that actually existed?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Can I do some research?" And he goes, "There's no research to be found." And somebody laughed. That was hilarious.
Wait, what are you about?
Go ahead, spit up the cheese. You know, we were doing this for rehearsal. We didn't know we were filming.
Thanks, pal.
Okay, listen.
We're crashing and burning here. This is
no, we're not. This is one of the best shows that I've done this time of the afternoon.
Somebody raise your hand if you're interested.
Of course they are. Look at everybody's watching. There's Matt Florio.
Matt, you don't count.
We're coming down to Fort Lauderdale on May 18. We start working on a project called what's it called? What are we doing?
It's called
Silent Partners. And I'm playing an underboss.
You are? You're not playing the Irish cop?
No. It's fucked up, man.
The Irish cop.
Well, or a priest. Do you know when we were doing Pizza with Bullets, I swear I thought I was being hired to play a hitman. And I got down there and goes, you got a call. I'm like, what's this? He goes, no, the joke is the priest wants to be a hitman. It's never going to happen. I'm like, thanks. I appreciate that. Is that it? And then I was like, is that Adrian?
The great Robert Rothbard co-wrote and directed the film. Tony Devon, who still can't live with the fact that I was #1 on the call sheet. And he was a writer and was like, what, 4 on the call sheet? It's okay, Tony. I hope you're watching.
I don't even know what a call sheet is. One of those pieces of paper when they call you.
No,
You
Cole,
want to-
if you're, Mike's doing the
I was
business.
kidding.
He's new in the show business.
I just started.
Yeah, you just started. What are you doing?
She's trying to dry her eyes.
All she does is eat and giggle. She's like a fucking puppy over here. Can I curse? What do? We feed her, and then she giggles a little. We put her to sleep. She gets back up and does the same shit.
I know my
I think she's actually a spy for the cheese people. It's funny. I woke up today thinking I knew her, but maybe the cheese people like put it in my head. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, Matt Florio is saying, yo, 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 what do you call an Italian ghost?
Gabagool.
Gabagool. I think I don't know who wrote it. Maybe Matt wrote that line. Did he write it or you wrote it? Hey, he wrote it. Watch out. Drop it on.
Gabagool. Gabagool. Italian ghost.
On a serious note, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank my guests for coming down to the basement and sharing some laughs with us late in the afternoon here on this beautiful Wednesday. This is a legendary actor, a legendary performer in the industry. I love this guy. He's like a brother to me. I can't wait to go on the set with him in about a week or so when we do this really incredible pilot, seriously, supposedly written and based on true facts of what happened in this gentleman's life. And we can't talk about it just yet, but once we start filming, I'm sure we're going to leak out some of the stuff that's going on.
About it ever. You know what I'm saying?
And when the movie comes out, we saw you in it. Nah, that wasn't us. That was somebody that looked like us.
No, that wasn't us. My dear friend, I feel the same way about this. My dear friend Matt, we did so much together, and I love you. And I was going to ask you, will you lose my phone?
Yeah. He thinks he's going to end on a laugh. It's not. It's going to make me. It's always going to happen.
It's over.
We got.
I'm going to make love to this call.
That's enough food for one guy.
I need to go. Hey, James, how you doing? You want back?
James, how you doing? I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching today's show, live from my mother's basement. Don't forget, I need everybody to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can do it. I can watch you subscribe right now. Go to www.mikemarino.net. Hit subscribe. Find out when I'm coming into your neighborhood to do a live performance. Find out when I'm going to bring Ronnie Marmo and his beautiful Pearls Daily and her Lucatelli cheese. When we're going to perform and what she's going to do with the cheese and the burlesque show. And she spins around and you'll see my underwear that says, "Make America Italian Again." I'm stopping right there.
Wow.
The show's called Make America Italian Again. We're going worldwide. If you want to see Ronnie Marmo and his show, the off-Broadway, critically acclaimed, fantastic. I'm not a comedian. I'm Lenny Bruce. I strongly suggest you go see this show. Whether you're in the entertainment business or you're not, it's very, very cool. And it's also based on true fact, what happened in this guy's life a long time ago that set the pace for young comedians like myself. That's right, young comedians like myself and Pearls Daily. Remember, I got to get going. So here's how we end every single one of my shows. And you guys got to get ready to do this as well. All right? Remember, let's make America Italian again. Sponsored by Lucatelli Cheese. Don't forget our sponsor. If you want some cheese, you go to Lucatelli Cheese. Come and see me on May 25th at Count Basie in Red Bank, New Jersey. You don't know nothing, you didn't see nothing, and you don't say nothing. And how do we end every single broadcast? By saying the same thing. Don't take no shit from nobody. All right, say it.
Don't take no shit from nobody.
All right. Take it easy, everybody. Bye. No, Hey, folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.